All right, friends, let's chat about the latest TikTok darling, Berberine. The internet's calling it nature's Ozempic, which kind of sounds sexy, but it's basically marketing crap. That's like calling boxed wine nature's Penfolds Grange. Technically it's still wine, but let's not get carried away. So, berberine. It's a compound found in plants like barberry, golden seal, and Oregon grape. Traditional Chinese medicine's been using it for centuries for gut infections, for diarrhea, and for blood sugar problems. Well, flash forward to today, and suddenly everyone's acting like it's the wellness world's Beyonce. But here's what science actually says. Berberine activates what's known as AMPK. Think of this as your cell's energy manager. It tells our bodies to stop hoarding the energy and to start using it. It can help lower blood sugar, especially in people with type 2 diabetes. In fact, a 2008 study compared it to metformin, which is a standard diabetes drug, and it actually performs similarly for reducing blood glucose. Some research, like a 2020 Frontiers in Pharmacology review, suggests it also nudges cholesterol and triglycerides in the right direction. But as for weight loss, well, your best case scenario, you're looking at maybe 1 to 2 kilos over 12 weeks. That's from multiple controlled trials. So yes, it does do something, but it's not going to melt the fat off your body like Ozempic does by literally hijacking your appetite hormones. Now, here's where things get a little bit less shiny. Supplements aren't regulated. Prescription meds like Ozempic are tightly controlled. You get the same dose and the same product every time. But with berberine, not so much. What's on the label isn't always what's found in the capsule. A 2018 analysis found that some supplements had way less berberine than advertised. And let's talk about drug interactions. Berberine can interfere with liver enzymes, meaning it changes how some meds are processed, and that includes blood thinners, antibiotics, and even some antidepressants. This is why you absolutely need to talk to your GP before dabbling. And what about side effects? Well, berberine is famous for making your gut, busy. Diarrhea, cramps, bloating. Not everyone gets these, but they are common. And what about long-term safety? Well, this is still not well studied. Most trials only run for a few months. So no, it's not Ozempic. Ozempic works by mimicking a hormone called GLP-1, which slows digestion and crushes appetite. That's why people suddenly forget to eat on it. Berberine doesn't do that. At best, it helps your metabolism work a little bit more efficiently, maybe trims a kilo or two, but it won't erase the cravings or the emotional eating or the fact that the biscuit tin exists. And honestly, you don't need another supplement to fix you. The big rocks still rule. Moving your body, ideally with something heavy in your hands. Eating actual food most of the time. Sleeping like it's your side hustle, and managing stress because, nothing spikes your cortisol like arguing with a teenager about wet towels on the floor, right? That's the boring, unsexy truth that actually works. Berberine, fine, could help, but it's not the cape-wearing savior TikTok wants it to be. You're the superhero here, full stop. So if you're curious about berberine, I would recommend that you have a proper chat with your GP, especially if you're on other meds. But please don't hand over $80 expecting miracles in a bottle. Tell me, are you tempted to try it, or are you happy sticking with the basics that actually work? Drop it in the comments and tag a friend who's about to blow her paycheck on nature's Ozempic. She needs this reality check. And if you liked this, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss me ranting and raving about the next miracle trend TikTok throws at us.